Okay. What's up, everyone? You reached Tuck Notes, beginner stock talk. This video is going to be talking about specifically the Wyckoff, Richard Wyckoff, and a background about him, and I'm going to go into a deep analysis of the entire Wyckoff distribution, accumulation. There's a lot of phases. There's more phases than I thought there were. And I just watched one video on YouTube of one person talking about Bitcoin and trying to figure out where we are. So hopefully going through this guide will be helpful to you and me, because this will be the first time I'm reading this. And there's 4 parts to it. And so I want to give you guys the full background on this so you don't get jacked around like I got jacked around last year and I lost a lot of money. Huh? Okay. I lost a lot of money. I lost probably $8,000 because I got caught up in this Wyckoff bullshit. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you're gonna be completely confused and not happy until everything settles down, and that could take months. So what I'm gonna say, the first thing, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Apologize for all the background noise and everything. It's authentic. You want to make it is authentic. Hi guys. All right. So you can see this. This is it. This is part 1, 101, the background. Okay. So I'm going to read to you guys and show you what it is I'm talking about. Okay. Welcome to the Wyckoff 101. And you guys feel free to say what up and then leave or whatever. I'm going to make this video. I heard of this tactic where you can make a video on Instagram and then take that and bring it to YouTube. So that way I can get more people looking at this stuff, because it's really important. And let me just start reading and then I'll shut up. Welcome to Wyckoff 101. My aim through this collection of articles, unsure of the total amount at the moment, is to take you through what Wyckoff is, how it's used, and why I plan my trades with Wyckoff. If the demand is there for it, we'll expand to cover over schematic use, live examples, and ways to continue the discussion. I will add, this isn't me talking, I'm reading something, so I will add to that I find PA, I don't know what that means, incredibly helpful as a companion to Wyckoff. The ability to find levels that match with Wyckoff schematics is important to ensure you're not entering in less favorable positions. Important sentence right there. If you want some reading while I'm creating the rest of this resource, please check out the fantastic PA Analyst. Okay, the beginning. Here's the page. The beginning. Richard Wyckoff, 1873 to 1934, right after the Great Depression, just to give you an idea of what's going on. Was an early 20th century pioneer in the technical approach to studying the stock market. He's considered one of the 5 titans of technical analysis, along with Dow, Gann, Elliott, and Merrill. At age 15, he took a job as a stock runner. Get this in your trip. At age 15, he took a job as a stock runner for a New York brokerage. Then he became the head of his own firm while still in his 20s. He also founded and for nearly 2 decades wrote and edited the magazine of Wall Street, which at one point had more than 200,000 subscribers. Wyckoff was an avid student of the market and an active tape reader and trader. He observed the market activities, campaigns, and of the legendary stock operators of his time, including J.P. Morgan and Jesse Livermore. From his observations and interviews with those big-time traders, Wyckoff codified the best practice of Livermore and others into laws, principles, and techniques of trading, methodology, money management, and mental discipline. So key. We work in irrational markets. As an investor who's trying to remain calm and keep their head clear can easily be confused or frustrated by new methods of selection, timing, prediction, market movement. Wyckoff advocated a return to basics, or the approach he never deviated from, which is a good thing to do. As far back as 1930, Richard Wyckoff was a self-taught broker, promised to reveal the true rules of the game. Here we are, nearly 100 years on, still discussing Wyckoff's method of trading. This is so fascinating. Wyckoff was a stockbroker. He first saw a hand that the basic law of supply and demand governed all price changes. The best indicator of the future course of the market was the relationship of supply and demand. His theories are applicable across all ranges of markets. That's what I told you. You can see this in other stocks, not just Tesla that I focus on. You see it in skills too. Check out skills. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Ethereum. Look at, oh my God, I could just go on and on. Wyckoff published his first technical analysis method in 1908, and in 1911 he began sending his clients weekly forecasts utilizing charts with price and volume movement and his own analysis. Wyckoff was consistently disagreeing with analysts who were using charts for buying and selling discussions. He believed the stock market technique is not an exact science. Stock prices are made in the minds of men. And then underneath it says composite operator. You know how I've talked about the composite man, right? Brad, you fucking love you, dude. You are so funny, bro. You had to say that. I love it. As Livermore. Anyways, in his opinion, purely mathematical or mechanical charts and analysis could not compete with finely developed practice judgment. He often ignored financial reports, news items, earnings reports, rumors, broker tips, and was especially scornful of the half-baked trading theories unpounded in the boardrooms and popular books on the stock market. This is so freaking true. I'm telling you, all the FUD, F-U-D means fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's what a lot of that's why I know YouTubers are talking about this. They're all pumping up stocks. But there's a composite man or men, and we'll get into that section. That's the next section. I'm not going to get into that right now. It's very important. I'm not just telling you that right now. So let me finish where I was reading. In his opinion, I read that part. In his opinion, purely mathematical or mechanical chart analysis could not compete with finely developed practice judgment. I'm going to read this again. He often ignored financial reports, news items, earnings reports, rumors, brokerage tips, and was especially scornful of half-baked trading theories expounded in boardrooms and popular books on the stock market. I guess the more common reference for the majority of people reading this is if you replace rumors and brokers' tips with Twitter and Discord, you might get that. He was especially scorned, so that. Exploring the method. We're almost done. Okay. Wyckoff believed that an analyst should be a detective. Their role is to uncover the forces behind price and volume fluctuations. He was a market psychologist weighing in human motivations that fueled these moves, and a general who is planning a financial campaign to intercept stocks when the charts showed they were at their most profitable stages. Wyckoff had a set of very simple goals. They should not be any different from yours. Shows this. To select only stocks that will move fast, the soonest, and the farthest in the bear or bull market. Tesla. To limit losses and let profits grow. Tesla. To make the most efficient use of your investment capital. Tesla. That's my opinion. That's me. Wyckoff's popularity was an analyst grew dramatically, and his newsletters were in huge demand. After 40 years in the market, he continued to teach a method based squarely on the law of supply and demand. When the demand for a stock exceeds supply, price rises. When the supply is greater than the demand, price drops. I've heard of this before. I know, maybe not. To me, this is kind of new, so I'm learning this right now too. So he compared the stock ticker tape to a movie, saying, in quotes, every minute of the day it is demonstrating whether supply or demand is greater. I mean, I appreciate entertainment wasn't as diverse as we have now, but geez, served him well though. Okay. Alright, cool. The Wyckoff method charts price and volume and their relationship over time. These are the only things you need to utilize on your chart price and volume. You don't need anything else. The goal is to judge how the market groups of stocks and individuals issues are reacting to the supply and demand struggle. You are looking for the turning points. The financial high of the bull market. Our approach as Wyckoff analysts is to spot peaks and troughs and in the intermediate moves that appear in between them as well. That's it right there. Wyckoff's theory is guided by the fact that every change in the market is made up of waves of buying and selling that will go on as long as they can attract a following. Like freaking Instagram and Facebook. When the following is exhausted, that wave ends and a contrary wave begins. Small daily waves gradually develop into larger waves, which eventually build into a bear or a bull market swing. If the wave is significant, Wyckoff acts harmoniously with it. Here's a picture of it, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can see here Wyckoff logic, the 4 market phases. And this is what we're going to get into in the next few readings. The accumulation phase, the markup phase, the distribution phase, and the markdown phase. These are all the phases that stocks go through, and he came up or spotted this. How they came up with this or spotted this and figured out. And I told you in other previous videos about, I don't know, the 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This part gets confusing. 1, 2. And I guess that's 1, 2. I don't understand that. We'll learn that more. But this is what I'm talking about. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. You can follow me on YouTube at Tuck Notes and on Instagram at TuckerMLO. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.